Okay, here we are. Welcome to day 2 of taking time to change your mind. And in today's session, we are going to review. Um, we are going to review yesterday. So, yesterday we chatted about the neuroplasticity of the mind and um, replay. Oh, no, there we go. Checking connection. Is everybody here? Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, and welcome to day 2 of taking time to change your mind. So, yesterday we chatted a bit about neuroplasticity and our ability to, hey girl, welcome back. Thank you for your patience. One of my devices unexpectedly died and had to get a charger and plug it in. So, we are back. And if anyone has any questions from yesterday, please feel free to comment and let me know what those questions are. And I wanted to review yesterday. We talked about the neuroplasticity of the mind and the mind's ability to change. And with that neuroplasticity of the mind, you are able to command, compel, and redirect your beliefs and your thoughts, right? So what usually happens is you'll get a surge of emotion. Something happens, you get a surge of emotion, and there's a reactionary response. And what you actually have the power to do is to take that moment around that awareness and say, and call yourself out on it. Like, ask yourself, is this true? Do I really feel like I need to be reacting this way? Do I like the way I react this way? For me, how it really started was when I would react a certain way, and then I would kind of be like, well, I didn't really like that. That was my reaction to that. And so retraining your brain to respond, learning to respond. And when we respond to something, you are taking responsibility for your action, for whatever was said and done. And then you are able to consciously make a decision about how you're going to react to that. And so for me, that started by like piecing it apart and saying things like, that didn't sit well with me. When you said that thing, that didn't feel good in my body. I didn't really like the way that felt for me. And just to talk about it, kind of dissecting it. And then for me, I was able to really gain awareness on like why certain things were being said or done, and I was taking responsibility for the way I was reacting to them, because I was like, why am I responding this? Why am I reacting this way? And how can I consciously respond? It's really hot here under all these lights. And so taking that power back from the event, from the situation that has happened to you, right? You feel like it's happening to you, but instead of being a victim of it and being like having it be a trigger, having it set you off, having it go down that downward spiral of self-guilt and self-shame, and having that feeling sense of abandonment or not worthy enough or not good enough or it's always my fault. There's an opportunity for you to observe that, gain the awareness around it, and then actually alchemize it, right? So yesterday was our activation. If you haven't tuned into my stories yet, I had an incredible activation last night. I ended up just going full temper tantrum, and I always get really excited when I do that because I have a lifelong history of ignoring how I actually feel, because anger felt dangerous. Anger felt like somebody could get hurt or their feelings would be hurt. And so I am able to kind of peel back the layers and be like, okay, I'm in a safe space. I have this surge of energy, this emotion that's bringing on this sense of feeling. And I have the power within me to change this. And so I have to let it out. I scream into my pillow. I was throwing my pillow up against the wall. And it is having that big emotion is kind of scary at first, but you have the ability to take control of it, to let it be yours, to say, okay, if I'm feeling this way and I need to alchemize this energy within me, these emotions within me, how can I take responsibility for that? How can I take responsibility for the way that I'm feeling? And so when we're taking responsibility for the way we're feeling, you are gaining more awareness around your algorithm, around your unconscious behaviors, around your unconscious thought patterns. Those thought patterns that are maybe not in your favor. Those thought patterns that are maybe self-deprecating, maybe abusive, maybe not kind to yourself. And sometimes they come in real subtly. And you might notice the symptoms first. And so what a symptom might look like is, you know, going like having going and overeating, going and numbing, going to substance, going to um something else. You're trying to like find the fix, but if you don't actually let your feelings be felt, the fix is only a band-aid to your symptom. And so in hypnosis, what we do is we get to the root cause of those, that sense of self-worth, that feeling of like they're out to get me. They're against me. Of course I don't have any money. Of course I don't get that experience. Of course, like it's, you're seeking evidence for why things aren't working. And so you're going to get evidence of things not working. And so when we can retrain your algorithm, when we can retrain your brain to see what else is available to you, when we can retrain your brain to and rewire your brain for looking for the positive, what how can we bring the more positive thought forms into your life? And this is a massaging. It is a massaging. It is a practice. It is ritual. And I know we can do a little myth busting and say like, okay, positive affirmations. There's a part of positive affirmations that are like bypassing. There's a part of them that are bypassing. And so I like to say statements of truth or statements of articulation or articulating alignment, because what you're actually doing in that process is when you are articulating alignment and saying a statement of truth to yourself, it means that you have an awareness about yourself of what feels hard, what isn't working for you, what you're maybe on, what you're unhappy with. And instead of staying in that victim, and instead of feeling like your sense of worth is tied up into that thing that's not working for you, you are able to see it, understand it. Instead of reacting to it, you can take that step back and respond. And in that response is articulating alignment through these statements of truth and articulating what it is that you actually do want. Because a little exercise that I would love to give to you is when you are kind of just like going throughout your day, stop, check in, and be like, what am I thinking about? Am I thinking about how that person over there is talking really loud and is a little disruptive? Am I thinking about how, am I ruminating over something that's actually not serving my highest and greatest good? Am I like looping thoughts? Check in and see where those looping thoughts are and see if you can scoop them, net them in, reel them in, and say, okay, I'm going to come look at you. What is this looping thought, and how was this looping thought created? This looping thought was created because, oh, it makes me feel like I don't have confidence, or you think you're better than me or smarter than me. And where does that come from? That comes from an insecurity within yourself that you're projecting. And so, of course, that's what you're receiving. You're projecting it because of your own insecurity, your own sense of self-worth is a little skewed. So you have that awareness, and you can take a piece of paper down and say, I have this thought that, like, we'll use money because it's just kind of the thing right now is that, like, I can't make any money. And you're like, okay, well, why? What is that thought? Or I'm broke, or nobody wants me, or I'm not good enough, or I'll never have the credentials to get to there. The only person saying that is you. So if you can take that thought and start asking for evidence of what is working for you, what feels good in your body, what is what you truly want and desire in this life, if you can ask for that, your life will truly start to unravel in your favor because you're being precise. You have made a decision. You have chosen to believe something other than what is actually showing up in your 3D reality. And it's showing up in your 3D reality because you've been asking for it unconsciously. So now in hypnosis, we get to wake up, you get to take your power back, and you get to create that positive way of thinking that is then going to change your belief system into working for you. And it takes, they say it takes anywhere between 21 to, I just heard recently, like 200 days to create a new habit. And so it is a massage, it is a practice, it's a conditioning. You have to recondition your brain, your body, and every cell in your being to start thinking something different so that your beliefs change. So at first, it might feel a little, if something feels too big and you can even hear yourself like, I am massively abundant, I have multiple streams of income, and you're like, well, that's a lie. So go general. Go for something that is easier for you to believe. Like I am so grateful that we like we said yesterday, like for the roof over my head, for my ability to travel to France and spend time there, for my ability to wake up every day and live in this strong and able body, and it's go general. Keep it simple, but keep it on the positive end of the stick. In my sessions, I tend to say, what is it that you want? And more often than not, what usually is the first out the gate is everything that the person does not want. I don't like this. This isn't working. This is that. My this, my person that, my other person that, blah, blah, blah. This person's do, da, da, da. It is not about anybody else but you. And anything anybody else does isn't about anything else but them. And so it's not personal. So stop taking it on and then start deciding what it is that you do want. Because what happens is when we get in that little bit of that reaction, everything that comes up is everything that you don't have. And that's all you can see is what you don't have. So we get this opportunity to create and choose and consciously decide what it is that you do want. So you've got your awareness. We're becoming aware of our unconscious thought patterns of when we're just tinkering around the house or doing the thing or walking through a crowd of people and you hear those little judgments being made about other people, or something comes up at work and you're like, what does that mean? Does that mean they think I'm not the right person for the job, or whatever that is? Those little thoughts of insecurity are starting to make imprints, or they already have made an imprint, and that's why your mind goes to them first. So you do have to take the time to rewire, to change your mind. That's why we're here, because it is that practice, that ritual every day. So we have the awareness. Now, what is it that you do want? If you could compel your brain to work for you, what would it do? I learn easily and effortlessly. That one is a gem for me because I grew up being told I had a learning disability. I had ADHD, I couldn't hear, I was distracted, whatever. Like, basically, like, everyone was like, "You're dumb." And I was like, "Okay, I'm dumb. Great." And so I just was like, I stopped trying because I was like, well, everybody already thinks I'm just not going to get it done. So I might as well not get it done. Well, that doesn't work. That was somebody else's imprint that they put on me, and I accepted that as truth unconsciously. I didn't mean to. I didn't know any better. My prefrontal cortex wasn't fully developed, and so I was like, "Oh, that must be true. I am going to have a hard time learning." So learning is going to be hard, and boy, was it hard because I needed evidence of that. Of course, it was hard, but it doesn't have to be. Because you get to take control back, because that's what neuroplasticity does. You get to decide what this beautiful life that you want to create is. So what is this beautiful life? So now you've got the awareness. Yes, I've said it before. So now the yes. What is the yes? What do you want in your life? I want to travel. I do want multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income are here. And it needs to be in the present because your mind only understands the present moment. It can't, the distance between you and it, take it down. Just like when you like praise somebody and put them up on a pedestal, like they are no separate from you. They are equal to you. They might have habits and traits and a different belief system than you that you admire, but they are no different than you. You are equal to. And so to ask for that thing like it has already been received. In the asking is the receiving. In the asking is the receiving. In the choosing, it's yours. Because if you can already select that out of the zeitgeist, like that's for me, this is for me, then be that, embody that, feel that in every cell of your being. Allow that, let that in. Let in the gratitude and the appreciation that your wish has already been fulfilled, that your positive mindset, your positive brain chemistry is already instilled. And you can write it down and you can repeat it and you can listen to it on headphones. You might feel a little weird and a little crazy, but I promise you, within 21 days, you will start to feel and notice and be different. You will start dressing the way that person, that higher self of you, of that positive belief system, that positive mindset wants to. So take a few moments, write a couple things down of what it is that you want. What do you want? I want to feel happy and strong in my body. I want health and well-being to reign over me. I love my job and it feels so good to be of service in this way. And you can get more specific of what it is that you actually do or what kind of job you actually want. I love being of service to people in this way, in this capacity. I love that I'm in a loving relationship. I'm so grateful that miracles and blessings come to me every day, easily and effortlessly. Okay. And once you're comfortable, you've wrote a couple things down, you can have your seat getting comfy, cozy. And I like to sit upright, but if you do get distracted and from your 3D reality, let's just try to turn that third eye inward, or you can go into a closet or a quiet room and really just take that space. You're claiming space for yourself because you are so worth it. It's your time. It's your space. It's your mind, which is the most important thing that is ever going to exist to you, is your mind. Okay, so finding a settled spot. If you are driving or operating heavy machinery, please do not listen to this while you're doing those things. This is you want to be deeply relaxed and have every muscle in your body be able to kind of take you on that journey. And so we're going to go into a little guided hypnosis here. So with your feet planted or sitting cross-legged, however you're comfortable, with your eyes open, I want you to roll your eyeballs up like you're looking up at your eyebrows or into your third eye. And you're going to breathe in and out, keeping your eyeballs rolled up all the way up. Breathe in and out. You might start to feel a fluttering sensation. And as we discussed yesterday, that's your brain waves dropping into a REM state. Breathing in and out, and just close your eyelids down, right down, all the way down. And you will feel your eyelids fluttering, and that just means you're going into a deeply suggestible state. Keeping your eyeballs rolled up all the way up. Breathe in one more time. And your eyelids feel so heavy, so droopy, so drowsy with every exhale. And you can just forget all about your eyes. Just find that nice rhythmic breath, and you're just going to lower your chin down a fraction, as though you're looking down a flight of stairs. And looking down those stairs, you know that inner peace and awareness is available to you at the deepest level. And you know that at the bottom of these stairs is transformation from the inside out, rewiring your subconscious mind, recalibrating your algorithm to your positive statements of articulation. And so moving on to step 10, you can see your feet, feel your feet, and hear your feet. Stepping down, moving down to step 9, feeling every muscle and tendon and nerve in your body begin to relax. And just begin to soften around the bone. Moving down, drifting down to step 7. Every sound and noise and movement around you is bringing you deeper and deeper into a state of hypnosis. Moving on to step 6. As you start to feel the muscles around your head, your neck, your jaw, and your eyes just loosen, unraveling. Moving on to step 5, you realize you are halfway down. You are feeling more heavy, more droopy, more drowsy as you get into this deep, relaxed state. As you know, at the bottom of these stairs is a sense of well-being, appreciation, and gratitude like you've never felt before. Stepping down, drifting down, see your feet, hear your feet, and feel your feet. Moving on to step 4. Moving on to step 3 with every exhale, just becoming more and more relaxed. Drifting down and traveling down to step 2 as every muscle, tendon, and nerve in and around your body is becoming calm, peaceful, and content. Moving on to step 1. You have arrived into a deeply relaxed state. And the idea isn't to quiet the mind completely. It's just to focus your mind. And here we are focusing our mind on the new imprint that we want the subconscious to believe. We are asking the subconscious, commanding and compelling the subconscious mind as though it would be a server or a waitress at a restaurant. And you're going to place your order. I would like the life that feels fulfilling and joyful. I would like more abundant opportunities to arise. I would love to feel vital and strong and healthy in my body. I would love to experience travel in different countries. I would love to experience the deepest and most caring, genuine, loving relationship that I have ever known. And you can fill in those blanks for yourself. What would your order to your server, to your mind, to your waitress, to your God, to your source, to your universe be? What is that order? I feel positive and confident in every step that I take. I feel so much gratitude and appreciation for all my wishes fulfilled. I'm so grateful that I am successful and thriving in this life. It feels so freeing and liberating to be me. My confidence is so abundant within me that I can walk into any room and have a conversation with anyone. I am so sure-footed. I know I make the right decisions. I know my values are in highest alignment with my highest self. And then you got to bring in the feeling. What does that feel like? What does it feel like to have all your wishes fulfilled? It feels delicious and yummy. It just tickles you. It brings you joy. It's effervescent. It's bubbly. It's satisfying. It is a sense of assuredness within yourself that nobody can take away from you. It feels like love. It feels like ease. It feels like effortless. And what does it look like? What are you surrounded by? Are you surrounded by the forest of the jungles of the Amazon? Are you surrounded by friends and family? Are you surrounded by coworkers and leaders that inspire you and ignite a new passion within you? Are you looking into the eyes of your loved one that sees you like nobody else has seen you before? Are you on an airplane traveling to your next destination? Are you on your first day of your new job? What does it look like? And then what does it sound like? Wow, you look good. You look so strong and happy. Wow, congratulations, you did it. The people around you are praising you, are admiring you, are giving you that external validation, that external appreciation for your wishes fulfilled. They see it. They see the work that you've done and how you've changed your life for the life that you truly desire. for the person that you are now being. Wow, you look so great. What are you doing? Oh, you're just taking care of your mind. Amazing. You changed your mindset. Congratulations. You are so inspiring. So what does it feel like? What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it sound like? You paint that picture from this deep place of relaxation, activating the alpha brainwave so you are more suggestible. And it almost feels like nothing different except maybe your eyes are closed. But you're like, I'm still here. How is this any different from when my eyes are awake? Well, it has to do with your brain waves. And you are more suggestible when you are closing off those external environmental influences. Here, when you're centered from your own heart, you are not swayed by those external influences. You are only influenced by your own belief system that you want to create. And this is a safe space for you to do this. And if you have trouble visualizing, then when you're in your day to day, you want to take that time to journal and draw out that picture and write it down. Those statements of articulation and really describe them with every detail. Get solid on your decision, on your vision. Be the visionary of your own life. Because no one else is going to save you except for yourself. And if the big dreams seem far away right now, you go general. I feel safe. I'm so grateful I feel safe within my own body. I'm so grateful that I feel safe within my finances. I'm so grateful I feel safe within my relationships with others and myself. Feeling a sense of joy come into you. And if that is a hard feeling for you to gather, then think of the best thing that's ever happened to you. Think about that yes that you got. Think about that awesome experience that you had. Think about that, how good it felt to be seen, to be heard, to be validated, to be loved in that way. Feel it. Let it open up your heart and drop your shoulders down your back and make you stand tall in that embodiment of it. And then I want you, if you can take that feeling into a ball. And it's a beautiful glowing ball in front of you. And this glowing ball can be any color that resonates with you. And then I want you to amplify it by 1,000. Let it expand. Let that light expand all over you, all over the room that you're in, all over the town that you're in, all over the city, the state, the country, expanding, expanding, expanding that vibration all the way out to the cosmos, all the way out to source, all the way out. Loving yourself, respecting yourself, honoring yourself, and loving and expecting the best for you. That enthusiasm and that optimism and zest for life and that joy that just comes from within you because you created it. You just created it. Nothing happened. You created it in your mind. You're still sitting in your chair wherever we started this session at. That is how powerful the mind is, and it completely just shifted your mood to a higher vibration, a higher frequency. And so embracing that and expanding that and amplifying that so that you are the magnetic being that you want to be. You are so valued. Your light is so important on this planet right now. You would not be here if the planet did not need you. We need you to be an uplifter. We need you to be the visionary of your own life, because if we see you living your dreams, we know it's possible for us too. And so, what a positive influence you have on the world in your orbit. The whole planet needs you. Your health, your well being, your love, your passion. Nobody else can do that like you can. So, you're harnessing in that potential within you. You're harnessing that ability to love and experience joy from the deepest molecular structure of your being, radiating into your electromagnetic field so that your auric field, you are glowing from the inside out. Just by believing that this is possible for you, and it is already here because you've already given gratitude for it, for already existing. So allowing that expansion, allowing that growth, allowing that amplification, allowing, and receiving that praise and that love and that sense of fortitude to yourself, into the planet, to the core of the earth. Your roots run deep. Do not cut them down. To feeling lighter, brighter. I'm going to count you back from 1 to 5. 1, starting to become aware of your surroundings. 2, wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe licking your lips. 3, maybe moving your body a little more, the head and the neck and the shoulders. 4, you can take that inhale. 5, your eyes open, wide awake, feeling restored, renewed, re-energized for the rest of your day. Welcome back. Now, keep this vibration for as long as you can. And if you need to do a little segment intending throughout your day, that's taking the pause and being like, oh yeah, where was I this morning or this evening, wherever in the world you are? Where was I just a moment ago? How do I bring that back? How do I harness that? How do I make that my truth? How do I make that my actual living and being personality in the world? What tends to happen because our minds are so brilliant is we're going to get 10 steps ahead and be like, but wait, it's not here yet. That's actually not true, Ash. None of that actually exists for me yet. Okay. How's that going for you? You like living in that world? You like seeing what's not working for you? Are you still playing the victim? Maybe a little bit. So start to look for the yes. Start to look for what is working for you. Start to look for what those other things are that make you feel vital, that give you life, that give you bliss, that give you joy, that feel abundant, that give you prosperity. The things that feel good. Life is about feeling good. We have no more time. to make excuses, to cut ourselves down, to self-deprecate, to have limiting beliefs that are not in our favor. This is the time where you actually gain self-belief. This is the time where you become responsible for your actions, your thoughts, and your behaviors. This is the time for you to change your mind about the way you've been and to step into this next level of you expanding into your full potential, illuminating into your magnificence, because you are so worth it. You are so, so valuable. You're a dime piece. There ain't nobody else like you. And so your uniqueness is such a gift and such a service to this planet, to yourself, to the others in your orbit, and everyone, seen and unseen, is rooting for you. They want you to win. I want you to win. I want you to win, and you to win, and you to win, and you to win, and you to win, you to win, and you to win. I want everybody to win. Because if we lived on a planet where everybody's winning, what a planet this would be. It would be Atlantis. It would be a dream come true. Heaven is here. You are heaven. Create heaven. You have nowhere to go. You only have this moment right now. So create this sacred space, this temple of blissitude, of joy, of freedom, of liberation, inspiration, transformation. It's time to get lit. You are getting lit from the inside out with self-hypnosis. It will change your life. Okay, tell me how it goes. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining. We'll be back tomorrow again, 9 a.m. PST, noontime EST. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share with you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, DM. If you like this, share, comment, subscribe, all those things. And I hope you have a joyous Tuesday or whatever day it is now in your part of the world. And I will see you all tomorrow for day 3.